Hi everyone, my name's Jennifer Cross and I'm here for a feminine moment with Dixie Andelin Forsyth and her sister Ginny, I forgot your last name.
Leavitt.
Andelin Leavitt. Okay, got it. And we're answering questions off of the closed Facebook group. And one of the questions came in, talked about what is the best way to handle frenemies or workplace bullies or even just female bullies in your family and who call themselves your friends. So can you help us out here a little bit?
Well, that's kind of a broad question without knowing any more about it, because every situation you don't have the exact same response to. We were talking about that a little earlier, and Ginny was saying if the person is being just a little sarcastic, and if you confront them and say, do you have a problem with me or you're upset with me, they'll most often deny it. And so
that's true.
It's better to just ignore that. But when you realize that bullies have low self-esteem, that's a really important thing. And you can also, if they come at you aggressively, you certainly have to defend yourself if someone is trying to hurt you physically, obviously.
Yeah.
If you look at it from the point that they do have low self-esteem, you can come at it from that point of view. And you know, there's even a compassion towards people that they need to pull someone else down in order to lift themselves, and that never works, of course. But knowing that about a person who tends to jab at people or criticize them to help them build up, I think that'll help you respond in the correct way.
If you have to, but if I'd minimize contact, if I could, unless it got too bad. Another idea is it depends on the situation. You can also say, think of sincere things like you do with other people in your life. Just think of sincere things you notice about them that you like and compliment them.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. And
it's sincere.
And rise above it.
Sincere and specific. And you can be better than that. You don't have to go to that mudslinging part. You demean yourself when you do, and you don't feel good about yourself. So they'll always know, no matter what you do, you will never please everybody. Not everybody will like you, no matter what you do, no matter who you are. Not everybody. There's nobody that has that is above having people that don't like them. So if you can accept that and you know, it's possible, but depending on the situation, if the person is really quite mean, you can go to them privately and say, have I done something to offend you? You seem to be upset with me. Is there anything I can do that I have done that is a problem, because I'm not perfect?
It's possible you could actually find a friend in that person.
Yeah. So three things you can, you know, you're feeling kind of on the attack with someone, you can compliment them and try to smooth it over and diffuse it that way, rather than just ignoring, which tends to make it worse. You can
minimize contact.
Minimize contact.
Sometimes if it's somebody that you see at a family reunion that's just always unkind to you, just try and stay away.
Yeah, minimize contact. Yeah. And then, you know, say, hey, let's talk, take them into another room and, you know, I feel like I might have hurt your feelings, or is there a problem? If, you know, hopefully you get to some resolution. These are all feminine ways of dealing with a bully.
Well, another thing.
The last thing would be, the final thing would be what? Like, what if none of that works and the bullying continues?
What kind of bullying? Like outwardly, like taunting you?
Not physical. In the question, it wasn't like physical. It's, you know how women, it's verbal.
That's, yeah, that can be just as bad. Minimizing contact is the best. If you can get away from it.
I think your own self-worth won't just allow you to be a doormat and just, no, it's not good for them. It's not good for you. So
what's a great, I keep thinking of Dixie, things that you've helped me with. Well, how dare you, or the nerve, you know, how dare you talk to me that way? Or, you know, what would you say to someone if you've tried everything to smooth this over, and this is someone at work, you have to deal with this woman.
If somebody does not like you, there's nothing you can do. They may be threatened by you. And if they're threatened by you because you're pretty or they perceive you as having something they wish they had, or
I think 90% of the time that's what it is.
they could be jealous because you have a good relationship with your husband and they don't. And you think, why don't they like me? I have no idea. Then realizing they have low self-esteem is really important, and being kind. But some people you just simply are not going to win over.
It's like they have prickles and you need to stay away, or they'll.
There was one woman in our church years ago, and she always glared at me every time she saw me, and I was trying to be really nice to her. I couldn't figure out why she didn't like me. Years later, our kids grew up, and I met her daughter, and she told me why her mother didn't like me. I could never have guessed. I used to sew these really cute Sunday clothes for my 3 youngest girls, and I loved you because I found the cutest patterns, and
well, and you're a great seamstress.
Well, little clothes for children don't take a lot of fabric. They're not expensive. They're expensive to buy, and children aren't in them very long before they grow out of them. And so I thought, this is perfect. I'll make them. And I made these really cute frilly dresses and bonnets and things.
You passed them on to us.
And I passed them on to her kids who were younger. And that woman hated me because my little girls would wear these to church, and she didn't know how to sew. And her little girl would come home and say, "Can you make me one of those?" And she so, and I had
and I would have been the mom that would go right to you and say, "Can you make me a dress like that? And here is $50."
She would not. She did. I had
done that.
No idea why she glared at me. Now, fortunately, she didn't confront me or say a lot of mean things to me, but she always was really cold.
Oh.
And I thought, what is the problem? I could never have figured it out.
And I have to say this because this has to do with those dresses, but I remember being around you once when your little girls floated by, and someone said to me, "It must be so hard on you to try to keep up with Dixie."
I didn't know that.
And I was so proud of her. Of course, I wasn't at all threatened. I was so proud of her.
Her girls got those hand-me-downs anyway, when my girls grew out of them.
Yeah, so
There were the cutest patterns. They don't exist anymore. They were called Little Darlings. And they're like these treasured patterns. I still think I have some of them at this bonnet that it was just so cute. It was a lot of work to make them, but it didn't cost a lot of money because it didn't take more than like 2 yards.
At least you had girls to dress in dresses, and
that's true.
We have not had a girl born in my family for 21 years.
Oh my.
So dealing with bullies, sometimes you have no idea why they hate you. And you just have to just continue to be nice to them and think, I have no idea.
Yeah, and that's where, in a way, you got to search, I think, too. You own the keys to your happiness. FW is all about building your inner character, your inner confidence to handle that and rise above it.
If your self-worth is dependent upon others' opinions, you're in trouble.
Yes.
But if your self-worth is anchored in who you are, and you're going to be able to handle it so much better.
I knew somebody once that said that they always, when somebody was upset with them, they always thought, could I have done something to offend them? They didn't immediately take the defense. They thought, could I have done something even inadvertently to have hurt them?
Yeah.
So he first tried to find that out. And then if he learned that he hadn't really, it was something else, then he could go from there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Great advice. Everybody watching, please like and share and comment below. Visit our website. Dixie has updated her mother's book, so it's Fascinating Womanhood Vintage Edition, along with a workbook, and a new book coming out soon. So please subscribe or you won't get any updates.
It's being edited as we speak.
Yay! All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Dixie and Ginny. Bye-bye.